So recently in Boruto Chapter 60, a new cyborg was kind of revealed that Amado is creating, and there's been lots of talk about, how strong is this cyborg going to be, who is this exactly going to be, and sort of, can Amado really be trusted creating a cyborg like this? Now, kind of the whole reason the cyborg is being created is because Naruto and Sasuke got nerfed, and Code is sort of after Naruto, Sasuke, and everybody else because he kind of wants revenge for Ishiki, so they're building the cyborg as an ally to the Leaf, or so Amado was saying. But with this new cyborg, I'm guessing if it does its purpose, it's going to help, defend the Leaf from Code and everybody else that will be coming after them. In terms of, how strong this new cyborg is going to be, I kind of expect it to be sort of, Jigen level, maybe even stronger than Code with the limiters, because there is kind of an issue if this cyborg isn't stronger than Code with his limiters taken off. If Code somehow gets his limiters taken off, that's an issue, right? So I expect the cyborg to at least be able to match that strength to a certain degree, if not maybe a little bit less, but it definitely needs to be somewhere around that range to where it can kind of keep up with Code in case they somehow make Amado release Code's limiter. And the whole issue with this cyborg is that once the cyborg is created and once it kind of does its purpose, what are we really going to be doing with it in the end, right? Because if Amado kind of has full control over this thing, what's not to say that Amado sort of just turns his motives and kind of just goes against the Leaf at the very last second. And it's just like, you know what? I think that I'm going to use this cyborg to kind of just take out Naruto and Sasuke, take Boruto, and do whatever I want, or something like that, some sort of weird situation. So what's not to say that Amado uses the cyborg for nefarious reasons. So that's pretty much the huge issue regarding the cyborg. The fact that Katasuke is monitoring him doesn't really give me the most confidence, because I didn't see Katasuke in that room at all, and we haven't seen him in a while, so I don't know how true that is. Even with the constant supervision, I'm sure Amado has some sort of safe codes or something in there to sort of control these cyborgs, because for Delta, he had a sort of safe switch kind of thing to where he can kind of just turn her off, right? But one of the issues that I've noticed in the past for particularly Ada, right? Because Amado has not really talked about Ada at all, right? He's kind of just been quiet and whatever, hasn't really mentioned her, even though she may be of concern. But when Amado was forced to shut down Ada, Ada somehow made Boruto attracted to her, thus, not completely shutting her off, which is a little bit weird because it would make more sense to actually shut off the creation before you ship it off, which, I found kind of strange, and I talked about this in another video. Yeah, so just kind of based off that kind of makes me a little bit suspicious of what Amado's kind of intentions are with like the cyborgs and whatnot. And if we ever get to a situation to where the Leaf is just like, yo, Amado, you gotta, shut down those cyborgs, and he does something like that to where he did with Ada, then that's definitely a little bit, sus. And considering Ada hasn't really like told Code about the cyborg or what they're really doing, because remember, Ada can see everything. She knows that Amado is creating these cyborgs. I don't know if they're going to cover in the next chapter, but Code does not know anything about this new cyborg that's being created. So Code can pop up in the Leaf Village and be greeted by this new kind of OP creation and get mollywopped. So definitely a little bit suspicious there. Ada and Amado might actually be working together at some point, in this ally that for Konoha may actually be an ally for Ada and Amado if those two are actually in cahoots together. So yeah, this cyborg is definitely, big trouble. But I kind of want to talk about who I think is in that pod, and I think it's going to be a completely new character. Could be like a clone of somebody we already know, but to do that you kind of have to get the DNA, and that would kind of be hard to find. So unless the Leaf kind of just gives him the DNA, then I don't really see him making a clone of somebody we already know. But it's definitely possible, but I really prefer if it was a new character. I'm not really sure how long this cyborg is going to take, but I expect that the cyborg is going to be revealed in the next chapter. It'll most likely be somebody new. I'm kind of interested to see what you guys kind of want to see from the cyborg. I think I've said this before, but people want like some Minato, some Shishuis, some things like that, kind of bringing those back into the Boruto world. But yeah, these cyborgs are definitely very interesting and troublesome, especially because if a cyborg like that's supposed to like rival Jigen is now in full effect and is around somebody like Naruto and Sasuke, who got a big nerf recently, this cyborg can take out somebody like Naruto and Sasuke, and they kind of have to just be a little bit careful about how they move and maneuver. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Discord. Peace.